Hi everyone, we are Team The Force. I'm Tatum and I'm here with Jacqueline, Rakita, and Shanley. Together we spent this course digging deep into a global problem that should no longer exist, hunger, and how it's wrapped up in something we often ignore, which is food waste. We call our project Uneven Tables because that's exactly what the world looks like today. A table where one side is overflowing and the other side sits empty. This project aligns with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 2, Zero Hunger, which focuses on ending hunger and promoting sustainable agriculture by 2030. But the truth is, we won't get there if we don't change how we treat food itself. According to recent research, nearly 1 in 10 people in the world are food insecure, while about 1/3 of all food produced is never eaten. The issue isn't that we don't have enough food, it's that food isn't reaching the people who need it. And hunger isn't just a global issue, it's right here in our communities too. Many of us grew up in or near places where hunger is hidden in plain sight. Low-income neighborhoods often become food deserts, places with no access to fresh or affordable food. Not because people don't care, and not because they're not trying, but because systems have failed them. Instead of grocery stores, they get fast food. Instead of farmers markets, they get corner stores. They get calories, not nutrition. And this is where hunger meets inequality. Nutrition meets poverty, and public health meets injustice. Now flip the picture. On the other side, billions of pounds of food are thrown away every year, much of it perfectly edible. Food waste begins at farms, continues through transport, then retail, then finally consumers. And when food is wasted, everything used to produce it is wasted too. The water, the energy, the labor, the land, and the time, all thrown away. Meanwhile, people starve. So we asked ourselves, if these two issues exist side by side, why do they stay separate? Why hasn't anyone built the bridge between waste and need? We found powerful programs working on small pieces of the problem: redistribution networks, community gardens, composting systems, and food education initiatives. But they're often isolated. No connective tissue, no system-wide map, and no unified way to share food before it becomes a waste. And that's how our idea formed. CBFRN, the Community-Based Food Redistribution Network. Think of it like this: Uber Eats meets food justice, a digital platform that connects restaurants, grocery stores, farms, and food suppliers with local food banks, shelters, mutual aid groups, and community hubs in real time. One button, one alert, food that was going to be thrown away gets picked up and delivered to someone who needs it. And that's just the first layer. CBFRN also integrates micro-scale urban gardens, nutrition education, composting, volunteer networks, data tracking, and community empowerment. It doesn't just feed people, it creates sustainability, access, and dignity. Here's how we build it. Build the app platform, partner with food donors, train volunteers, launch a pilot program, track the data, and scale up. We start small, then we grow big, city by city. And yes, we know challenges are coming. Funding could be answered with grants and partnerships, tech access answered with public kiosks and libraries, food safety answered with health department coordination, and the participation answered through community ambassadors. The point is, this is all doable. And now this is where it gets personal, because for us, this isn't theory, it's lived experience. Shanley, one of our teammates, has actually worked hands-on in food rescue and redistribution through an organization called Wasteless Solutions, a nonprofit dedicated to connecting surplus edible food with people who need it. She has literally been a part of the kind of system we're proposing. So before we go further, I want to pause and share a moment with you. Here is Shanley in her own words.
The global issues of hunger and food waste are challenging problems to solve with a single solution. However, there are things that we can all do to be a part of the solution. My name is Shanley, and one way I have been getting involved to be a part of the solution is by volunteering for food rescue missions through a nonprofit organization called Wasteless Solutions. It is easy to sign up to become a volunteer, and I can select a time to rescue food that works best for me. I can also choose the size of the donation based on the size of my vehicle. I have a 4-door sedan, and Wasteless Solutions won't send me to a mission where the donation size is too large for my vehicle. So you may be wondering how exactly the food rescue missions work. First, I select the city where I live on the app or website and choose how far I am willing to travel. I will then select a mission with a date and time frame that fits into my schedule. Next, I will travel to the pickup location to collect the food and subsequently drive it to the drop-off location. Food rescue missions directly help solve food waste by donating surplus food to organizations that can use it. Donating food to those in need helps reduce hunger. Common organizations that have surplus food frequently are restaurants, cafeterias, and grocery stores. The food is commonly donated to child care centers, senior centers, and food banks. Completing food rescue missions is simple, but it is a great way to solve hunger and food waste here in my community.
Thank you, Shanley, not just for sharing that, but for doing that work. Her experience reminds us this isn't abstract, it's happening, and it works. We just need to scale it. If we do this right, the impact is massive. Less food in landfills, lower carbon emissions, healthier households, stronger urban communities, real climate action, real hunger relief, multiple SDGs addressed, not just zero hunger, but SDG 12 and SDG 13 too. And here's where we leave you, with a choice. Hunger and waste are two sides of the same coin. One represents loss and the other represents need. But together, they give us a path forward. The CBFRN model turns excess into access. And you don't need to be an engineer, a policymaker, or an activist to start. You can reduce food waste at home, support food rescue organizations, volunteer, donate, grow food, speak up, share resources, and build communities. Small acts add up always. Because at the end of the day, in a world full of food, no one should go hungry. Thank you.